Biafra House service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Alo province of Biafra Land, and we are here live and direct. Today is the 23rd day of April 2025, being Wednesday, Tatabo Obochi Eke. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends onto this hallowed platform where we preach the gospel of both mental and physical emancipation. Because there will never be a genuine physical liberation without mental emancipation. That is why Radio Biafra is established, in order to preach the gospel of emancipation, because this is a revolutionary radio. Radio Biafra is there in defense of freedom, both mental and physical one. Therefore, I call on you and urge you to draw nearer to your listening devices, because the hour has come for the gospel of Chukwukike Biama, Onye Prime Ihenile, the God of our ancestors, for us to hear the truth and then make effort in order to know the truth. Because thou shalt know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. And you cannot know the truth without hearing it. And hearing the truth doesn't mean automatically that you know it. No. You have to take a step further in order to know it. How? You make investigations, make researches, to find out whether that thing we are saying here, whether it is reality, because truth is mathematical, truth is constant, truth is irreducible, truth is reality. That is what Radio Biafra preaches here. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers onto this hallowed platform. Please, do not even deny your enemies listening to this news, please, or this gospel, because Ozioma Chineke kai n'ezi ebe a. Ozioma Chineke kai n'ezi ebe a. Therefore, we are live and direct on different platforms. In Biafra land, we are in many parts of Biafra land, blasting on FM CHK 102.1 in many parts of Biafra land. CHK 102.1. You can listen and be hearing. Also, in the wider zoo and every other part of the world, you can get Radio Biafra London via free-to-air satellite. We are on satellite. We are on free-to-air satellite. Go to radio section and search, and you'll be seeing Radio Biafra London. Also, we are on IPOB Community Radio. IPOB Community Radio is a very low data consuming application. It doesn't consume much data. It is custom made so that many of our people will get access to it with little data. So you download it. It is on Google Play Store in your smartphone. You download it and you'll be listening direct. Also, in addition to that, you can also download Simple Radio. It is also an application on Google Play Store. Simple Radio. Once Simple Radio is downloaded, you search for Radio Biafra London, because Simple Radio contains almost all the radios in this world, or most of them. You search for Radio Biafra London, and you'll be hearing us live and direct. Also, you can also, in addition, download Radio Garden. Radio Garden is just like Simple Radio. Once you download the Radio Garden, you also search for Radio Biafra London, and you'll be hearing the message of the good news. That is what we preach here. Therefore, we must continue preaching this message. We must continue this message of enlightenment, because do not forget that we are in the era of African Renaissance. That is why you hear people talking things that you will never dream of people saying, in different ways, both in religion, in politics, in international affairs. All are being discussed. There is no banned space. I mean, there is no space you can say, no, this is no go area. No. As our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said, I've been preaching that this time around, it is for us to ask questions, to reason, subject everything to the altar of reason. That is how human beings emancipate. This is the beginning of the mental revolution. You go that place that was banned before for you not to discuss, because that is the only thing that will lead to our advancement as Homo sapiens. That is it. Don't accept everything as belief. No. You try to know. Try to know. That is it. Therefore, this evening we are going to continue discussing on the issue that is happening in our land and in the wider zoo, the Fulani question. The Fulani question. I played a voice of somebody that was irritated. He was speaking because his brother, as he said, was kidnapped. It was a Zoom conference call. People came to talk, and his brother was kidnapped, and he had to pay ransom for his brother to be released. He's staying in abroad in America. His brother was kidnapped by the Fulani, and I want you to also listen once more in his annoyance. Listen to his wordings, his outbursts in that group. I want you to listen.
I was at work. They called me on the phone that Fulani people have kidnapped my brother. Wow. My mother, who was 80 years old, was crying profusely. And somebody will come here to talk rubbish. Listen, Fulani people are doing all these things because other citizens cannot carry arms. If it's possible, I will buy AK-47 and will hunt them down. Yes. I was working my ass up here. Somebody who didn't do nothing for me from nowhere came to my village, kidnapped my brother. And somebody will say, you don't even know who they are. You don't know where they are coming from. My immediate older brother, he lived in the north. He lived in Gaidam. He speaks Hausa. He speaks Fula fluently. When they contacted him, he spoke the language. The ransom came down. Okay? And somebody will come here to talk rubbish because he has never been affected. Huh? What are you telling me? And the man, the Pula man or whatever, Pulo, he said, when you compare the people who have been killed in Castina and people who have been killed in the south, he's trying to compare it like Igbo women, when they want to cook fufu, there is a way they, massage it before they. That's what he's trying to do. He don't want to condemn him. Even you, Dr. Perry, you don't want to condemn this act. You are trying to cover everything up. Listen, the stigma that is coming to Fulani people, you cannot control it. It's already there. It's coming. It's not about whichever way you try to romance the word or whatever. Okay? I'm bitter. I'm pissed for real. I'm pissed. Why would I work for a whole year and I will send the money back home just to save my brother's life because of Fulani who came from nowhere, and you are here trying to read Maro speak grammar? Eh? If I see you one-on-one, you speak like this, I will fight you for real. I will. And you are asking Jagun, has he killed somebody before? Can he kill? So it's only Fulani that knows how to kill. Fuck you, man.
Yes, you had the voice of an indirect victim. He's an Igbo man. He's sounding like this because it affected him directly. His brother was kidnapped. But I bet you, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was campaigning, talking, appealing to our people to understand that there is danger that is coming. Maybe, I say maybe because maybe is under probability. Maybe he would be, or he would have been one of the people that we are laughing at. Happy guy here. Now he is crying, and because it affected him direct, and other people that this Fulani scourge never affected directly, they will not understand. They don't care. That is the life of a black man. No proactivity. They are not proactive. That is the life of our people. Bakomi life. That is why you see here on Radio Biafra, we say it as it is. You must support ESN. I say MUST. Because your life, our lives depend on it. For your information, they are already everywhere. I posted the video of how they overran, the Fulani terrorists overran a military garrison in Benin Republic and killed many soldiers. You saw it. It is all over the news. For you to understand that there is something going on. These people are being sponsored by the West. I can assure you directly. They didn't start it today, because the Gulf of Biafra, which they call today the Gulf of Guinea, is a very big trade route with many mineral resources. So they need to create problems so that they will come as a solution. Maybe America will build a garrison for American military in the Gulf of Guinea with the pretext of, oh, they are fighting terrorism, which they created, all of them. Do you remember that they have been there in Niger Republic? They had the American garrison, they had the French garrison, military garrisons there. Almost most of the Western countries, they have it in Niger Republic for many years, pretending that they are fighting terrorism. They have to justify why they should be there. So they create problem. So it is up to you and I in order to save ourselves in this quagmire that we see ourselves into in this part of the world. Because let me tell you something, there is no stopping. If you see an oppressor, it can never stop until you rise up. The oppressor can never stop oppressing you until you die, unless you start resistance. Look at what is happening in Burkina Faso. Every day, almost every week, every month, there must be either assassination attempt on the life of that young man, Ibrahim Traore, or a military coup. Why do you think that they are doing that? Because they don't want any light to shine from anywhere, so that others will take it as a lead or as an example to join. Oh, these people they are doing good. Look at, they have removed the Western influence and they are doing good. So we need to follow them. They don't want this. That is why they must be trying. They will never stop until they have it their way, by quenching the light. That is how they are. I am telling you. That is how they are. It is the right time for us in this African Renaissance, in this era of African awakening, for us to understand our problems. Let me tell you something. The Fulani, right from time, they have been handy in helping the West in the conquest of Africa, for your information. During the transatlantic slavery, they used the Fulani. Are you hearing me? They used the Fulani in the same Gulf of Guinea to carry out slave raids in African soils. They continue the same thing when they catch slaves, when they catch people in their homes. The same thing they are doing today. They destroy homes, they destroy communities and sack homes, sack people, and catch them. They will sell them to the West, to the Europeans. The Europeans will give them arms. They didn't start today. This thing didn't start today. What I am telling you, it is historical. It is not what we make up. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So when you as a Biafran, you are relaxed anywhere you are, thinking that things will get better. Let me tell you, you are daydreaming. You are simply hallucinating. These people will never stop. Look at how they, can you imagine? They take people, that is why they produce almajiris. These are zombies that are weapons in their hands. They transport them to any southern part of Nigeria. To the other time in video, I mean in social media, we saw it in Edo State. They transported them and left them, and all of them start jumping down. Long trailer filled up with, you know, terrorist Fulanis, zombie almajiris, who know nothing except what their imams or what their alphas have told them to do, to go and kill the army, kill the infidel, that their reward is in heaven. You are seeing it. The future in our land, in West Africa, in the zoo, in our land, is very, very bleak. We have been sounding this warning. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to World Igbo Congress 2015 to warn them that, look, we need to do something. We need guns and bullets. That these people are coming. They laughed over it. They mocked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They started querying him, well, which passport you come with? Why are you calling Nigeria a zoo? You want to bring war. The war is on your doorstep. You see how they murdered a whole military garrison in our neighboring Benin Republic. Do you see that? And you thought that everything is okay? Oh, if you don't support ESN, I'm telling you, you are committing a very heinous crime. Not only to you, but to every Biafran, to your generations coming. I am telling you honestly. I am telling you. Things are not okay. The only savior we have is we ourselves. The only savior we have is to sponsor ESN. Forget about how they try to use, criminals to blackmail ESN. And sponsor ESN. Forget about how they try to use, criminals to blackmail to you through Radio Biafra London. I don't know, I was rudely interrupted, and I have been pressing everywhere to find out what is the problem, which I didn't understand honestly. But we must continue. It doesn't matter. This thing just started showing me yellow or orange, and all of a sudden I found out that I'm no more on air. But we must continue. It is part of the things we are seeing on the studio, but we must continue. So, as I was saying before, you had the voice of a very angry Igbo Biafran. Why? Because it affected him directly. He has to pay to the Fulani to release his brother. He has to pay ransom to the Fulani. His brother didn't even, he was not kidnapped in Ugwausa, in Kano, in Kaduna or Sokoto, no. Rather in his own village. As I was saying, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was on World Igbo Congress as far back as 10 years ago, 2015, 10 years ago, calling on Igbo people, calling on them to support that this thing war is coming. We shouldn't wait until our head fall off. As Onyara said, that that is how exactly our people were behaving. No proactivity. All we are doing is reactionary. Reactionary. No proactivity. No, we are not proactive. We don't visualize and look at issue that will be coming and try to solve it before or prevent it before it comes. We always relax to challenge nothing mega, and after we start crying, lamenting. It is because of our lack of organizability, which has been solved by forming IPOB as a family, worldwide family, so that we can be able to do something. Since after the war in 1970, our people were sentenced into or to individual survival. Individual survival is the worst thing that can happen to a people. I am telling you. Yes, you are making money individually, but it is the worst thing that can happen to a people, because it promotes greed. It promotes dog eats dog. In order for you to make it, you can pull your brother down for you to make it. But when we are in a group, in a bunch, just like what Japan, the Japanese culture, that they should know that they are a unit, as a bunch of people, as all Japanese, that they are a unit. Your individuality does not matter. It can't solve nothing. Only that unit maintain disciplinary, discipline. As a people, you play a role. You could be seen as a mugu, but you are playing your role in order for the group to progress. That is how you know an advanced or civilized mindset. Individuality is part of primitivity. Individual survival. Are you getting what I'm saying? Individual survival. Once a race is being sentenced to individual survival, that race will be gradually going into extinction. IPOB is here to solve all this anomaly that was inflicted on us after the war. Divide them, make them not to come together, so that they will feel that they are succeeding. Individually, you can have mansion in a village of 10,000. Each person, maybe 1,000 have good houses, and individually, Everybody is doing his own thing. Make them so that they will never have one voice. You that is reading the Bible, why can't you even understand some codings? You saw how even the Bible God, who they put as the creator of everything, came to understand that, look, that if he left human being, in order to be united together, that they can build a tower down to sky or up to sky, to heavens, to challenge a God. What did he do? What weapon did he do? You know, you read the things, you don't understand it, because you are focused on one side. It tells you that once a divided people is a conquered people. Why is the Fulani moving around? Why are they on the on the upper hand? Why? Because they are forcefully united together. They are united together. It doesn't matter what happens, that they are together. The other time I read the news in 2022, they had a conference solely for the Fulani, first of its kind in the whole of Africa. Did you know what it means? United we stand, divided we fall. All these things, they are in our adage, in our proverbs. Chinedu Achebe said that proverb in Igbo land is just like a palm oil with which you eat yam, roasted yam. That is it. Every solution we are looking for is in our proverb, but we are not careful enough to understand them. Without knowing that that thing we are looking up is down, is with us there. Everything is in our proverb. But do we value it? The answer is no. We are a heavily divided people. Everybody is doing on his own. No organization. It pains me a lot. You will see somebody doing something, talking something, or doing something for the, maybe the person come from Imo State. He is based in Anambra. And you see people commenting, go to your state and do that. Don't here is Anambra. You very primitive minded set of people. Very primitive minded. You are telling me. It is high time you must support IPOB. I say we are not begging you. That our brother that talked, you had his voice. He have paid his due. He paid millions to the Fulani because of they kidnapped his brother. So he has to pay, forced to pay for his brother to be released. And he was lucky. Maybe his brother was released. Many are not lucky because once you pay, even if you pay after paying, they will still kill your brother or that your sibling. But if you tell him to please, that fraction of that money, give it, support ESN so that will be they will be equipped and mobile and will be protected. There are plenty. He will tell you, nah, beg, krona here. Nah, I beg. Because our people don't understand, or most of our people don't understand what it means to be in a bunch. Many of our people are taking something that it belongs to a group, to a people, something that is collectively owned as something that nobody owned, and something that does not belong to anybody, which is a very, very wrong mentality, wrong psyche. Do you see the difference? The white people, they consider their collectivity more important than their individuality. That is why they are progressing. The Fulani is the only tribe that has a standing army, independent of any country. Hey, can't you ask yourself, how are they able to achieve this? I say, how are they able to achieve this? Don't you sometimes ask yourself this question? These are questions that you should be asking yourself. Why are these people, irrespective of borders, irrespective of country borders, irrespective of everything, they come together? Don't you see that there is something you need to learn from them? Is it not so? They come together, and because they are disciplined, it's a discipline. It's not something that happened overnight. You know, when you see people like that, they are disciplined to a cause. They are disciplined for a goal. That is why they can be able to do what they are doing. It doesn't matter who is supporting them, sponsored by the West. There are other people that before you know it, they have divided into clans. This person, if he get a commander, he will call himself Field Marshal. Don't you see even in Amazonia? Just example. Any person that has gone, we will gather a few people. They don't even answer colonel or no Field Marshal, general. You see that it is animalistic behavior. Just like what some of all these criminals in our land that are using ESN, they are generals. No, nobody wants to be low to suffer. No. All are generals. Do you see the character? Do you see the difference? You know, if we push you, we are showing you where to fall. We are in our way so that we learn. Nothing more. We are not mocking ourselves. No. We are mocking at our ignorance, at our shortcomings, so that we should be ashamed and take corrections. And that is what IPOB is for. That is why we are moving on. We don't pity ourselves because we are sick and tired of being lamenting and pitying ourselves for black beauty. Where is black beauty for? For goodness sake, where is it? We now see that this is just a code to deceive. So we must say it as it is so that we learn. I said that brother that was annoyingly saying that if he have the AK-47 he can buy, we buy it and this and that. But there are people that are sacrificing their lives to protect us. Let us support them so that they will, you know, their job is to protect our bushes, our land. Maybe we check coins in his balance in his pocket. Say now, come to $20. Nah, come registration that I used to give. Come $100. Just because I don't that person that is saying this, he have the capacity of even giving $50,000. But on our way out, on you don't know in that on our way out. Think on our Nakasqua. Now, Tanya had $200. Upon we yes in Nangwana, Tanya Car request an idea against in name Biko. Tanya Guahan may announce na Monagin had $200. That person that is saying that, he have the capacity to even bring $100,000 and nothing will happen to him. He will not do it because he believes that very, very wrong mantra. That is why the Fulani, they are on top of everybody. They are on top because they take their collectivity as number one. Are you hearing me? You see their politicians, you know, looting Nigerian money, looting the whole safe, Nigerian safe, and the Hebrew safe. They are using it to sponsor, to finance their movement. They are using it. How do you think? Where do you think they get arms? Because that is what they focus. The same way we indeed will focus individually of making money, and we are making it individually. Anything you focus your mind as a people, that you get it. Why you are focused on making money, you know, your mind is so that So na my village na esokwemia, you know, and where if there is any funeral, you come and perform. That is your heart desire. You will eventually get it. That is it, because you work towards it. The heart desire of the Fulani is to make sure their collective interest is maintained, to take over your land. How do they do? Do you think that they are somebody that is planning to go bank robbery? He's going to go with bare hands. Any person that is planning to go to rob a bank, he knows what is inside. That it is either death or life. If he succeeds, he make money. If he didn't succeed, either he die or jail is waiting for him. So he will try to fortify himself with arms. That is what the Fulani are doing, because that is their heart desire. Our own individual heart desire to make money. The way you heart desire, just watch them in the platform in my visiting. Watch them. It's all over social media. Watch them. Ragtag people. You people, maybe they can stay 3 months. They never will bath. But they have a mission. That mission is like when they overrun in the video where they overrun the Beninian military. One of them spoke in French. He said it happened on the Thursday, 18th of April 2025. That the people should not think that they will stop. Even if all of them are killed, there remain one person. That one person will continue fighting until he dies. So they fight to the last man. No, people with this type of mindset, how do you think that you can stop them individually? It is a collective fight. You need to one of the laws of motion is actions and reactions are equal and opposite. Without a reaction that matches that action, it cannot stop. So actions and reaction are equal and opposite. If you use a little reactionary force against the very huge action, it will never stop. It will continue moving forward. So this mentality, this of theirs, we need to counter it with more radicalism and support. A radical support for ESN. We need to be receiving calls from the back, from the backyard, from a secret calls or studio lines or any person anywhere you can contact. Say, Mazi, when I want to support ESN, please. I don't want my name to be mentioned, but you have it to a danger point. I will donate as at my capacity. How do I do this? How do you connect me to the leadership? We don't refuse $1 million here. I've said it. We don't refuse €1 million. We are not a Babiala that receives now you went to shopping the remaining coins. Nah, as in DSN, DSN. No. We are not looking for arms. ALM arms. ALMS. No. We are in a serious business, and if you don't support ESN financially, you will pay in one way or the other. You pay to the Fulani as the other person have paid. Look at when a few years back when they kidnapped church primate, the bishop of Anglican Church, who is also called Kanu, something Kanu. He coughed out 100 million naira under 48 hours. Under 48 hours, they coughed 100 million naira. That money, if you tell him beforehand that Oga, please, maybe you tell him, Oga, can you just give, even if 10 million, support ESN? He will tell you that, look, God, no, don't worry. He will preach to you. But he coughed it, his members coughed it out under 48 hours, if not 24 hours. 100 million naira when he was kidnapped by the same Fulani. And our people seems to have forgotten. It is very, very sad. I used to say that we are people. We are never proactive. We are only reactive. That's why we rush to war. That's why I'm not mocking. You don't know the way I used to feel if I remember all this. It makes me feel bad. Our people, do you think that 1966, the whole Igbos that are in charge, Biafrans in general, they are in charge of Nigerian military? Do you think that they didn't have the inkling, the intelligence that they are being targeted, that there is an imminent danger? Do you think they didn't hear it? Madiebo in his book, he wrote that he had it, and he came to communicate to the then head of state, Agi Hiroshi, being an Igbo Bakumi, nothing mega. Now, why are you spreading propaganda? The same way they confronted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, do you see? You say you want to guns and bullet. Let me talk it again. Watch that video, and you always feel sad. You want to war? Hey, what do you say? Please, don't talk again. Now, that person, are you going to talk again? Meet that person. Maybe he must have lost a sibling of his in Nigeria to the Fulani, in one way or the other. One of his siblings, either far or near, would have been a victim of the Fulani. So for you to understand that our people, we need a hammer. Ndibo need a hammer to wake them from sleep. Because as long as they are going around about their businesses, they are looking at that their radius. I feel that nothing they happen. Now stop spreading propaganda. Nothing they happen. As I posted all those videos on my timeline, somebody in the comments said, "No, Mazi, this is Burkina Faso. And I look, it seems let the person be in my presence, so that I will so that he will come out from stupidity." Because he feels that by barely wishing it away very far in Burkina Faso, he never reach Benin. I beg, Mazi is not Benin, it's Burkina Faso. And I asked him, do you understand French language? When they spoke there vividly, even the person spoke, the videoer, one of the terrorists that was videoing the ammunition, the cache of ammunition which they captured. He said it. He said the date was Thursday, 18th of April. That is how many days ago? 5 days ago. He called it Thursday, 18th of April 2025. And he called the date also in Arabic. Because, in Islam, they are in 15th century. I don't know. He say they are in 14 something. Hijrah, the date of Islam. Are you hearing what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something here. Do you know why the West is forgiving the Arabs? I mean the Muslims, all these Muslim fundamentalists, even to the extent of using them. Let me say this. One of the main reasons is this. The Europeans, they look at themselves in 15th century. They were doing exactly the same like the Islam of today. Even worse. That is why they always look down on them and use them. Because they know themselves. When you study history, you saw that in 14th, 15th century, the Europeans were still as brutal, as savagery as anything. They chop off people's head just for religion, using Christianity. Many people don't know this. They thought that Christianity was just like this. No. It was modified, innovated. The Europeans started using their brain now. They developed their human brain. Now religion diminished. They pacified Christianity. So that is why Islam is still in 15th century. So the Europeans understand that, look, before they reach 21st century in Islam, that they will modify themselves, they will calm down, that they will pacify, the religion will be pacified. You don't, that is exactly what is happening. They know, because they used to compare themselves as of that time. Because the rise of Islam, Muhammad came, he died in 632 AD, which means he came in on the 7th century. Compare 600 years minus 2020. It's 14 something. Yes, exactly. That is why they are counting their age. I mean their time, their years, right from the death of Muhammad. The same way when you count Gregorian calendar, you say CE, Christian era or common era, AD, Anno Domini, the year of our Lord. That is the time of, it started counting from, we are in 2025, right from the time Jesus Christ died. That is it. That is what was established. But the Muslims, they are counting their own right from the death of Muhammad, 632 AD. Do you see that? So for them, for the European Western, or for the European Christian and their followers, like we Africans now, I will follow. We are in 2025, but for the Muslim calendar, they are in 15th century. That is 1450 something or 1470 something. They are today. So when you see why Europeans are looking at them, using them, they understood them, that they themselves, the Europeans, they were worse when they were in their 15th century. That was the time they used religion in order to kill, they witch hunted, they beheaded people, they burned people alive. They kill people for heresy, what they call heresy. When you don't accept, or when you talk another thing other than what the Pope said, you will be beheaded. Millions were massacred by Christian Europeans. So when they look at these people, they remember themselves. They say, look, we know, but gradually they will be pacified. So when you look at these people, you see that, look, what is happening in our land, in the Gulf of Guinea, that is Gulf of Bight of Biafra, it is something orchestrated. The Europeans, the West, have seen the Fulani as a tool, a weapon to be used, and they are using them. They are using them to cause havoc everywhere in the Sahel. They are coming down to the coast because they need to create more confusion. Do you see? Let me give you an example of Hope Uzodinma. I said it the other day. Hope Uzodinma came through the back door, was imposed on Imo. So the only way he can complete his term is by causing chaos everywhere, by using criminals, by targeting political opponents, by causing criminality everywhere in Imo State, so that there will be no peace, so that people will be concerned about the security. They will no longer be talking about hope, because once people have peace, it's that time they will now be relaxed to be thinking about who is governing them. But if everybody is on their toes, nobody will even remember. They will tell you, even if Naset and the rulers, we want peace only. We want security. We don't care who is on top of us, who is ruling us. Let him loot. So it's a ploy, is a system, is a tactic. That is what the Europeans are doing. They will cause problems so that everybody will be shouting. Who will come and save us? So America will say, okay, if you people want me to come now you have to give up your resources. I say, what is resources? Are we not? If we hold it, we are still going to die. Don't you see what they did in Congo? What they are doing in Congo? Tshisekedi, the president of Congo, have to call America and say, please, come and take anything you want, rear earth. We don't care at any price. Take, but save us from going down from this M23. That is, it's a tactics. Create a problem. Now, wait. They will be calling you to come as their savior. Is a very old political tactics. But do our people understand this? Here we open your eyes so that you start reasoning. The only way, the only savior we have is our collectivity, supporting of IPOB, supporting of ESN, irrespective of anything, whether you are IPOB member or not. Are you hearing me? You have to support financially IPOB, financially support ESN. That is it. So, as I'm talking about the Fulani question, I will go into just few news headlines of their things, what they are doing. Are you hearing me? What's the Fulani? A tiny group of people, but they are causing havoc everywhere, wreaking havoc in every part of Nigeria against the indigenous population. And you ask yourself, why are they on top? Even like this man said, let me still play him. There's something he said. He said, government, he said, they can no longer protect you. Protect yourself, and you are still holding government accountable.
Effectively defend themselves without the support. So my question is, can the people effectively defend themselves without the support of the governor?
The people that are attacking you, on whose authority are they attacking you? Can't you get it? It is illegal. It is illegal for you to obey rule of law and order in a state of chaos and anarchy.
Of course.
In a place where you are fighting for your life. Mr. Moses, except the people behave in the same manner, these people will not stop.
Except reactions match actions. It will never quench it. That is what this man is saying. Except you react like them, match them fire to fire. Not lamenting and calling, hey, see, Nigerian government, come and save us. So you can never stop them. When they come and tell you after you have been your village or community being slaughtered, you will see a Nigerian politician or police come and say, no, you people don't worry, we are on top of the case, we will do investigation, be law-abiding citizen. You don't ask them, but these people that are these barbarians that are causing all this, are they law-abiding? If we continue being law-abiding, all of us will be wiped out. That is the tactics. They come and stop you. No, you are law-abiding citizen and you are dying. They are massacring you. Rise up and do what these people are doing. That is the thing. Match them fire to fire. You see a Fulani headsman in your farm, destroying your farmland, and you go to him and stop what you are doing. You don't have nothing, no gun. If you look, no person is here. He will machete you and go his way. But when you see them, now you call 2-3 people. They will not come again. But when you start, you want to preach to them to reason. Now, why are they destroy my farm now? You know, see, na me farmer. I'm telling you, if the Fulani person see that maybe it's you or you and your child that or mapogishi or bewagishi gawarowe, echiabia butozu yane don't kill him. But once you arm yourself, and you match fire with fire against them, they will run away. They know that But when you are there, now look at what they, you see what they destroy. Nigerian government, come and help you. Who is Nigerian government? No, tell me who. Oh, is it Tinubu you are calling? Or tell me which person that is described as Nigerian government. You are talking to a priest. The Nigerian government, they are in Abuja commanding them. They are the sponsors. I tell you that what is happening in the Fulani question is above Tinubu. What I am telling you with certainty, it's above him. It's above him. The only solution is for people to rise up. You know, when we talk about people rising up, our people don't understand what it means. They don't massively support, you know, ESN. When you support ESN financially, hi, you see that the Fulani will run on it. That is it. They know that now, if they go there, is their burial ground. They will not come. And we'll be protecting our land. But when you continue waiting for Nigerian military, come and guide us, come and protect us. Oh, we are calling Nigerian police. You know that you are waiting for your funeral. Your funeral is what you are waiting for, and nothing more. Listen to this man.
I'm not joking. So when you are the government have told you that you should defend yourself, and you are still asking questions. In a state of
government, Nigerian government should tell you defend yourself. DSS leader or chairperson, the DSS Oluwatoshin, the chairman of DSS in the whole of Nigeria, Nigerian secret police, he said on national television, he said, Nigerians, organize yourself, defend yourself. He said because the military cannot defend you. They cannot be there, here and there. No, it's practically impossible. He said he is doing it in his own community. He is training people, arming them, so that they defend themselves. Because Nigeria has failed. If you continue waiting for Nigeria to come and defend you with their military, you are gone. Danjuma have said it and repeatedly said it. He repeated it that the military, they collude with the terrorists. It's a pity when you see some military officials, they are complaining, calling on Nigerian government to come and help them. Yeah, the government that is troubling you, that is torturing you, that is arming all these Fulani terrorists, you are calling to come and save you. Are you not stupid? Are you not foolish? The indigenous people in Nigeria are fools. I call them fools. Fools they are. Until they rise up. Fools. They use Igbo hatred to blind their eyes. They use Igbo hatred. The other Igbos also, unless you are an ardent IPOB or a listener of Radio Biafra. Otherwise, these are people that are they are still sleeping. They are doing birthdays, parties, spending billions. We are in Abuja, whereas their lands are in disarray. Don't you see that there is something terribly wrong? Don't you see that?
Of war. I mean, don't you see how people arm themselves from both sides? So what are you still waiting for? When the government are supposed to protect, is telling you, look, we cannot protect you. Protect yourself. So will you turn around tomorrow and blame the government?
All right, Saddam.
Are you telling me that you don't know how to acquire arms yourself?
No, I don't actually.
Really?
No, you don't know. You will learn it in the hard way. You don't know how to acquire arms, right? You will learn the hard way. Now, there is this video in Gombe. Oh God Almighty. The video in Gombe, that video came from a bystander. The Christians in Gombe, some of them, they were celebrating Easter peacefully, singing on the road, walking on the road. Many of them did not know that is their last hour on this earth. They didn't know. They were singing happily moving. And do you know what? Do you know what? One terrorist, Fulani terrorist, truck driver, he rammed into the procession in Gombe. You watch the video. It's on my timeline. He has been there on Mazi Nnamdi timeline, also on Facebook. You see it very clearly how the man throttled. If not that video surfaced, because you know anything, maybe the person that was videoing, he was just by the roadside, down video. People were singing, happy moment, and you bring out your phone to video, see, oh look, oh, very good. All of a sudden, a trailer just throttled. It was not going down a slope. It was not a slope, a level ground. And come from back, start without warning, cutting people down. They said 3 dead, 5 dead, but I know it's a lie. It's more than that. When you look at what happened in video, do you know that Nigerian mainstream media, they were tight-lipped. No person talk about it. No television talk about it. Does all these things, does it not give you chills in your bones about Nigerian government? No. If this type of thing happened, for example, in France or in Germany, the whole world will be a standstill. It will be everywhere. I say the whole news, including the zoological jungle Republic of Nigeria, will be carrying it. But a terrorist activity, terrorist act, barbaric act happened on the video, somebody videoed it. They don't talk about it. They close it. Don't this thing give chills to you on the type of country you call your country? Don't it make you feel, come, what is happening? Do you know, I want to read what the police, the version, what the police said on that thing. Let me you know what? Let me just go. Okay. The police, who is the DSP, the Deputy Superintendent of Police, Abdullahi, he said that a trailer truck transporting grains from Adamawa State to Gombe lost control due to brake failure while approaching a gathering of Christian faithfuls who were on a procession to celebrate the Easter season in Biliri town. Case closed. It's brake failure. When you are talking of insecurity in Nigeria, Nigerian government to solve it, you are a fool. You as a Biafran, if you a fool, a complete fool at 40. That is who you are. Because this is not insecurity. This is a policy orchestrated. It is a program, British program, in order to keep everybody bleeding so that they continue looting, milking everything away. That is it. So it is a program. Just look at. Had it been we didn't watch it on video, you say, oh, it's a brake failure. Who will, no person. Who will argue it? People will, now, wow, this truck, now, wow, they do the fair brake, now, wow. May they still rest in peace. But this is a Brazil terrorist activity that was caught on video. But Nigerians that are highly hypocritical and dishonest set of human beings, they don't talk about it because they want to keep Nigeria one at the expense of lives. Does it make sense? Oh, you want to continue keeping Nigeria one because once you talk it officially, it will bring a reprisal. It will bring. Are you kidding me? Who will be in that Nigeria? Is it not human beings? Now, okay, if Nigerian government fail to address it to what it is, what about the Christian community? That is where it all now goes. What about the Christian community in every part of Nigeria? Why couldn't they rise up and make noise? Why? No, they keep quiet. Where they will have power is maybe Yabin Mazi Jonathan or Matthias Isaac. That you are attacking against our religion. You are attacking the religion. Can't you rise up and make a peaceful set of people that are going about their own thing? They were cut short because they are in Nigeria by a terrorist truck driver, and they rescued. The police came immediately to rescue. They burned the vehicle, yes, but they rescued the driver. Police came because the order in Nigeria is anywhere any Fulani committed terrorist activity, any police unit or army unit that is around there that failed to, rescue that person, that they will receive punishment. This is a secret order in the Nigerian military. Remember when somebody, a military official, confessed that, look, what he saw in Borno, that they were given secret order not to kill Boko Haram. Have you forgotten? Our people, you forget like dog. You will give dog a command now. Don't do this. After within 30 seconds, they have forgotten. That is how many of our people are. Have you forgotten the testimony of one soldier that they were given secret order from above not to kill any Boko Haram member, but to capture them alive, that you should not harm them? It's an order. If you harm a Boko Haram by a Nigerian military, now they will punish you. They can even execute you. Do you see the Nigeria you are calling your country? And the man said that it takes the lives of the average lives, number of lives, Nigerian military lives that lost in order to capture one Boko Haram alive is, I think, 6 or 8. I think he said 8. 8 Nigerian military will go down for one Boko Haram terrorist member to be captured alive, so that they will bring them and tell, oh, these are repented. Nigeria is an agenda. Oh, I don't know how to explain this. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know which word. Nigeria is just an agenda to colonize everybody. Britain is at the background doing their thing, controlling their marionettes. For your information. And they tell you, when they kill you, just allow them to kill you. When you capture them with 8 soldiers down for one captured Boko Haram terrorist. Now the following day they will be paying them well, giving them money, and bring them to the Nigerian military. Absorb them into the Nigerian military. After all, a Nigerian general have said that a Boko Haram member, a repented Boko Haram member, can become a Nigerian president. He said it. All these are glaring in our eyes. Nigerians are whooping. Every time they are crying, lamenting, and you are seeing your problems everywhere. How should you be pitied? How? Tell me how. Why should even foreigners pity you? Whereas you don't pity yourself. Zombies moving around. They see all these things are koro. They don't. Look. Let me read this. I think what is the name? The governor of Benue State. Governor of Benue State is a reverend. He said terrorists attacking Benue communities are not Nigerians. Claim to be Malians. Speak strange Fulani. So there is a strange Fulani and non-Fulani. Let me tell you, see all these politicians. They are there to dribble. Politics normally is a system whereby used to better the lives of the people. But in the Nigerian politicians, mostly the non-Fulani, the indigenous people's politicians, they are there to dribble their own people. Are you hearing me? They are there to dribble their own people. Dribble them. Look at what this man is saying, the governor of Benue State. Because there is nothing he can. There is nothing. He just want to put so that the argument will be okay. No. Some say no. They are not from Mali. They are from Burkina Faso. The other one say no. I hear is from Kogi. This Fulani Sama. They push the people to a wrong argument. People will be beating about the bush. That is their job, so that they will not face the reality of what is happening to them. Do you see? That is a tactics. Is a political tactics to deceive their own people. No. They are not Nigerians. Some claim to be Malians. Some speak Fulani, strange Fulani. So how do you know strange Fulani? No, Fulani is not Fulani. Bala Mohammed, who is the present governor of Bauchi State, I've been playing his clip. He said that their job, their policy is to bring the Fulani under one fold. The whole Fulani of this world, the whole Africa, bring them under one fold in Nigeria. I don't know what else do they want to hear. I don't know. I cannot understand. That they are working towards it using Nigerian federal government money to sponsor them, to bring them to one force into Nigeria as a country that is theirs, that is their own. And this one is saying no, he's a strange Fulani, no, he's a home Fulani. Or does it make sense? No. Does all these things make sense, Seth? I don't know. His strategy is just push people to start arguing. No, they are home Fulani. No, they are strange Fulani. No, they are foreigner Fulani. No, they are this and that Fulani. Now, the main thing he will now, he has removed the reality from the people. Are you hearing me? When he keep the people busy doing nothing. Do you see their attitude? Let's see here.
Because to them they don't have borders.
This is Bala Mohammed 4 years ago.
Yeah. But that's the thing, Excellency. How do we ensure that those who will be participating in this federal government largely funded program will be Nigerians?
In terms of the funding?
No, in terms of the
operations.
You said to bring in the Fulanis together. We have Fulanis from other countries.
The issue of misconception, I said there is a lot of mistrust and misconception with regards to the Fulani man. The Fulani man is a global or an African person. He moves from the Gambia, from Senegal, and his nationality is just a Fulani man.
His nationality is just a Fulani. He said this on, is it TVC News or Arise Television? All these national televisions. He said this openly. That they are bringing them, so this man, the most reverend, the governor of Alia of Benue State, he said no, these are foreign Fulani, just to push people into rubbish argument of arguing. No, they are, some will say no, they are home Fulani, some will say stranger, they are foreign Fulani. What difference does it make? Here he said a Fulani man is a Fulani man. His number one nationality is Fulani. Is it not how we should be? Our nationality is Igbo, Biafrans. Is it not? But you yourself now, you are Nigeria is number. You are reverse man. Very, very foolish Neanderthal. Oh, I'm a Delta. I know Igbo. I'm a Uchechuku, but I'm not Igbo. What is your tribe? No, I'm a Delta. Learn from the Fulani. Learn from them. For you to survive, you need to learn from the people where Sabi. Are you hearing me? You that is ordinary your brother, you deny that you are no more Igbo. You are a Delta. Something that was created yesterday. No, I'm an Enugu. Enugu that was created yesterday. Anambra that was created yesterday. No, go to your place in Imo. You are not from Anambra. You are a hopeless Neanderthal. Because that is what you are, nothing more. learning from the Fulani. Their own, they didn't even say, this man didn't say, no, Fulani from Yobe or Fulani from Katangura. No, he said the Fulani from Sudan, from every part of Africa, that they are one, that they are number one nationality is Fulani. Can't you learn from them? Can't you learn from them in order to survive? That is their greatness. They had a meeting in 2022. Fulani, everywhere in the world, they have a meeting. The only tribe that can do it. They unite themselves. They have an ideology guiding them. They use Islam, radical Islam, as an ideology that is guiding them. You, which one do we use? What is our ideology that is guiding us? Apart from this IPOB that was formed since 1970, what was our ideology? Our ideology. Are we not calling ourselves Christians? Does it galvanize us? No. Let us tell ourselves the truth now. The religion divided us even more into pieces than we thought. Ahmad Jehovah said no, he can never marry, he can never speak face to face with assemblies of God. Catholic say no, once you go to CMS that Amen and Job, you know, divided us into pieces. Which ideology that is guiding us, for goodness sake? I am asking. Can't you, when you learn, let us learn. Let us stop being proud as if we know Sabi politically, we know Sabi nothing. Let us learn. That is why our galvanizing factor basically is our roots. Going back to our root. That has been, and that is our galvanizing factor. Because when you say Christians, okay, they don't kill Christians in Gombe. In the eyes of everybody, what happened? The Christians rose up from every part of Nigeria to no. They will look at them and say, some will say, they carry Virgin Mary. No, they are against the Bible. This other one we say, no, this one, I know they do Easter. Easter is European this and that devil. I am Yahushua, so I don't do it. I am Yehuda. What a mess of a people. What I say, what a mess of a people. Learn. I say, Mutai, learn from these people. They are able to galvanize themselves under one ideology. Do you think it's easy? Look at IPOB. Look at any person that look at indiscipline of some people in IPOB. Just look at them. They sabi more. They sabi more than. Look at them. Owanya awokwa ka okorigezi agaba. Awokwa ka eji aga umai. Indiscipline. People that are not organizable. You think that you can get anything. You sabi more than the leadership. Before you know, I know more than this one. How can you succeed like this? That is why IPOB is a place where is a quasi-military movement. For your information, if they tell you move, don't ask question, but here, no, move or wait. You wait there. Oh, therefore you wait. That is a Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say is a quasi-military formation. That is what we are. That is the only way to achieve our need, our goal. But once you say move, you say now waiting with the move. Now here. Now waiting. Now nobody says how many days now which kind thing now I sabi more than these people. Now this leadership. Now I don't know. Nah. How do you think that you can get something out of indiscipline? It's not done. It's not done. I'm telling you. These are the people that have discipline. Discipline is maintained and implemented. Are you hearing what I'm saying? That is why the Fulani, they are on top. You are down complaining because you are not disciplined. You are inorganizable. No ideology binds you together. Nothing. That is why we are trying to revive our original ideology. Forget about east, west, north, south. Our roots, that is that our place, the only place in the world you can have a free land is in your place. But you neglect it. You demonize it because it's a program. That is what we bind us together. He don't care again that our nation is our number one ideology. It's our nation. Are you hearing me? That is it. Without one ideology, that is what they use to destroy us as a people. Onye I say no, this is how I want to do it. Now leave me, I do my thing. Now leave me, I do my thing. I cannot succumb to your business. How can you think that you can achieve anything with that? Very, very sad indeed. Listen and learn. Listen and learn.
Man. And as a person, I may have my relations in the Cameroon. But they are also Fulani men. I have relations because from the maternal side, I'm a Fulani man. And that is why we want to educate people. A Fulani man sees himself as a Bayelsan, as somebody coming from the Niger Delta, because he speaks the Niger Delta language, which you and I don't. And of course, we would have to just take this as part of our own heritage, something that is African, and that we cannot just close the border and say the Fulani man is just a Nigerian or this. No.
Do you see that? That they cannot allow border to be closed. Say no, this is a Nigerian Fulani. This is a Malian Fulani. But here, look at Benue governor, that is the chief executive or chief security officer of Benue. The security of his people in Benue state as a state is in his hand. He is now bringing argument. He say, they claim to be Malians. They speak strange Fulani, says Governor Alia. Whereas this man, Bala Mohammed, said it openly, that you don't restrict the Fulani to be a Nigerian or a Cameroon. Their nationality is Fulani. So any Fulani is a Fulani. They don't care. So, who opened door for them to come inside Nigeria? These are the questions you should be asking yourself. Who opened the doors, the borders for them to come? They made the borders porous. But when you come to our own side, in Ikotek side, our border with Cameroon, everywhere is heavily manned. Soldier, can you escape from our border with Cameroon? Can you ever escape? You must try to come semi-border in order to enter Ghana. Don't you think that we're in a mess? They close our border, our own border, manage strangely to control us, but their own is porous, and you are still not thinking. The man, in order to shield his shame, he started bringing rubbish argument. These are foreign Fulani. I don't know, so that the argument will be like that. These are buffoons. They claim to be from Mali, and usually armed with AK-47. Why not arm your own people? Does Fulani have any? This man said their nationality is Fulani, and they are the people bringing them. Don't you hear it even from Rufai? Don't you hear it from him? No. The very weak people. They hang on. They try to hang on anything in order to just stay. Very sad indeed. Ask yourself today, what is our ideology? What is our common ideology binding us together? Is it religion? The answer is no. Religion divided us into more piecemeals than ever. You go to this church, he will be preaching to you. If you don't just go to, he will send his members to go start campaigning or evangelism to other members of church to come to his own church so that money will increase. What is that ideology that is binding us together? Nothing. That is why we have taken Biafra as our ideology. Do you see it? Otherwise, there is nothing again. We have nothing. This one we say his name is Jehovah. The other one we say no is Yahweh. The other one we say no. They say is Yahweh Shua. They know Yeshua Yamashak. Debate just the way they program us to debate for nonsense. That is what you are doing. The same trick of the politicians. That is why Hyacinth Alia is trying to provoke a nonsensical debate whether they are homegrown Fulani or not. You know, they are not homegrown, so they are not this. So, you know, he exonerated the home Fulani. They are not, you know. So, do you see? Do you see? When people are deceiving their own people, they know it. They know that they are deceiving their own people, but they keep on doing it. Let me. Do you see? Let me tell you something. The Fulani, they have a sophisticated way of politics or politicking. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Do you see this? You see the pig in the creek, Asari Dokubo. Can you tell me why he was converted to Muslim? And immediately, because they saw in him a weapon. Is a tool, so they have to arm him to keep him alive, so that they use him. Do you know? I think last time they say he was appointed leader of Muslims in Southeast, South. Asari Dokubo, Mujahideen Dokubo. Do you remember? This is the only institution where they put in the modern day Nigeria, where they put Southeast and South together. Can't you reason? There is nothing. If it is any other thing, why don't they say, oh, he is the leader of Muslims in Niger Delta? Why don't they say he is the leader of Muslims in South? But they combine Southeast and South only in Islam, so that they carry it and give to this man. Do you see their politics? Do you understand the sophistication? Apart from this, there is nothing. They don't want to mention Southeast and South to be together in any other thing. But they use Islam. They bind them together so that it will be under him. Asari Dokubo, his name is Mujahid, fighter of Islam. A Muslim fighter to defend the Islamic faith. That is the meaning of Mujahideen. The war became rampant since 1979 when Russia invaded Afghanistan, and the CIA created, they loudened this war, the Mujahideen. They started playing the cassettes, the preachings of Muhammad ibn Wahab. Yes, Muhammad ibn Wahab, the founder of Wahhabist Islam, radical Islam, the founder of this radical Islam. They call the Wahhabis. So CIA used it. They created the Mujahideen, the Islamic fighters. They started congregating them, calling on them. That time they were circulating it on tracts, on burning it on radio, in this gramophone. What do they call that? Big plates, and spreading it everywhere. Oh ye Muslims, oh ye Mujahideen, fighters of Islam, defenders of Islam, are you going to allow infidels to take over part of your land of Afghanistan? Come everywhere. They spread it in the Middle East, in Asia, in Africa, calling people foreign fighters. The CIA started this. This is what they are using Dokubo to do. Asari Dokubo, Mujahid Dokubo, and he is proud because he is armed They armed him. They made him, appointed him leader of Muslims in South, East, South, South. The only thing, they combine Southeast and South. Every other thing, they must separate. It must be separated. No, you people are not there. You don't have nothing to do it together. You don't have nothing together. It's only in Islam. Do you see how they play their politics? Do you see the Fulani, how they play their politics? I say, learn. Let us, since right from time when I started understanding this Fulani system or their modus operandi, they are the smart politically. I could remember sometimes some people will come and attack me and say that I'm praising them. No. The other time I say I watch one Russian soldier in battlefront. When with a YouTuber, he told the YouTuber, he said, we need to move out from here quick. These people are smart. They are smarter than us. I reasoned that word. I said, no. When they enter their car, I was driving back. He started explaining what he said to the man. I learned something. He said, your opponent, you need to, for you to succeed, for you to have upper hand against your opponent, don't belittle them. Don't tell, no, they are nothing. No, they will surprise you. He said, why he said what he said, and he continued, that is what he is trained. He said training. Always bear in mind that your opponent is smarter than you, so that you will be 360 degrees vigilant. Do you learn something? I don't know. Do you learn something? That is why we are always crying, because we thought that these people don't know anything. But I am they have the power. You think that you have a money, but they have the power. There is power in the barrel of corn. Let me tell you something. During the time of, in 1970s, I think 71 to 73 or something like that. During the time of Pol Pot of Khmer Rouge of Cambodia, when they were fighting guerrilla warfare, when they entered the Phnom Penh, the capital city of Cambodia, these tiny people, when you see them, they are very, very tiny. They evacuated Phnom Penh, a city of that time 2.5 million people. Under 24 hours, they evacuated everybody. Those that have mansions, so you are trading, the Pol Pot, Khmer Rouge, go and make your researches. It just enter my head now. Many things will just flash in. He just evacuated the city. Do you know, just like Lagos, a military junta entered and told everybody, started announcing, say, you people have 24 hours to leave Lagos. One photographer, is a French photographer, he was explaining. He said the thing happened in his presence. He saw hundreds of thousands of people, millions of people moving like zombie. You are sick, the old, the newborn, pregnant lady, anybody, move out of your house. He said under 24 hours, Phnom Penh, the city of Phnom Penh, was a dead zone. They abolished money, use of, he said, Pol Pot, he said, people need to be re-educated in the countryside to go and farm. Leave the city, leave your house. If you stay in your house in the next 24 hours, you'll be executed. Everybody run away. Do you see power? That mansion, that your swimming pool, that your shop, you don't care. One man said he went in one bank. He said the streets was filled up, cover everywhere. We are covered with their money, currency notes everywhere. They announced that there is no need of money any longer as a legal tender, that everybody is equal, that should be given ration. That is the evil of communism. Are you hearing me? So what am I trying to project here? Power is in the barrel of gun. When you are pushing money, you are doing your shop. Shop. Even a half shop, people that have different properties in their house is nothing. They go with the ordinary trousers or knicker. That is how it is. So it is better for us, in order to be prepared to resist what is coming. It's already there. So Fulani appointed Asari as the leader of Islam in Southeast and South. They merge together. Do you see? But there is nothing else they merge them together. Instead, they go on the name of Niger Delta or South. Nothing more. Don't ever associate with Southeast politically. But here, they merge them. They know. These are smart people when it comes to politics. Learners. I'm saying it with all assurance. Learners. I could remember when you have a learner's permit, I don't know, or Nozikwe now, before you get your license that time, I say in learner's permit. Hebrew motorcycle guy a big L all with red, they are learners. So in IO learners in politics of collective survival. I the very far. They are the hard they go advanced. I'm telling you. Why I'm saying this is for us to understand the enormity of the job that is facing us. It is highly enormous. It's not something that is very simple. It's highly sophisticated. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So that is it. So we must continue. I think I will go into a few minutes break. But before I do that, I will go. Let me also read this news headline by our indefatigable attorney, Mazi Barrister Ejiofor. He called his IPOB lawyer Ejiofor, asked Tinubu government to officially designate killer headsmen as terrorist group. They don't do it. But they don't do it. Sheikh Gumi said that these people are their warriors. The bandits are their warriors. But look at the approach of Igbo politicians with IPOB. Immediately they come. Is Igbo governors or therefore all of them that they run around. So they are terrorists. They are terrorists. They don't even cool down to know, what matters is that thing they are looking at time, that sentiment. Now these people, they want to take over our land. This they call us miscreants, don't they? Today, where is Ninewood? He's gone. Who is hearing his voice again? Do you see who is the real miscreant? Do you see why I say our people are very backwards when it comes to politics? If wise people, they'll keep quiet. They'll keep quiet, protect IPOB to understand what is happening. But that immediately, kill them now. How can I have been in politics? Look at, I've been in politics since 1960 to today. So how can somebody yesterday that they born yesterday called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come here to command us? No, that is the reason why. Do you remember? During Obasanjo regime, do you remember when they give slots of Senate president to Igbos? Under, is it 5 years? they have 5 Senate presidents. Oh, Chineke. People that are Chineke, I'm telling you, very, very sad indeed. Very, very sad indeed. Within I mean, just hold on. So, as I was saying, during Obasanjo regime, for you to understand how bad it is, you know, they say, okay, let Igbos bring a Senate president. Under 5 years, they have 5 Senate presidents. Don't you make you after Anambra, Imo, after Imo, Abia, after Abia, Ebony, Enugu, hell, Evan and Willem, 1999. He's from Imo State. Before I know it, now I must do it. Chubo Kadibo. This is 1999. November. The other one was November, from November 1999. This one is August 2000. From 1999 to 2000. The other one was Evan and William from 3rd of January 1999 to 18th of November 1999. How many months? Another woman, Simba, Chubo Kadibo, 18th November 1999 to 8th August 2000. Before you know, Pius and him say, no, how I must test it. Why is it Imo and Anambra? He is from Ebonyi State. Pius and him from 8th August 2000 to 3rd June 2003. That is 2003. From Ebonyi. He's from Ebonyi State. After I said no, Adolphus Wabara said no from Abia. He said no, we must get our share of the cake. 3rd June, from 3rd June 2003 till 5th April 2005. From Abia. Onye Enugu Ken Nnamani said no. Enugu now we go no. From 5th April 2005 to 5th June 2007. That is 2007. Enugu. Before he went, will Benue carry last? David Mark say from 2007 to 2015. Do you see that? Under 5 years, 5 different Igbo Senate presidents. Does it not make us to shame? You think that you know, some people will call now and say no, Mazi, it is our culture, it is the Republican. Shut up, shame up, Neanderthal. Can't we have a common face? Can't we have that? When do we start answering Imo Abia? This is it not from 1967 of yesterday? When Gowon created 3 states from the east that time. Cross River, East Central States, and is it Ogodia? Something like that. Course. Now, we are Eastern people. Let us use the regional geographic location. We are all East. All of us are Ndibo, both to River State, till Cross River. All of a sudden, they call us Imo Abia, and we became Imo Abia. Hey, no, I am Abia. we also exaggerate, blaming our brothers in coastal region. But let me tell you something. You know, truth is bitter. Do you see? We are not spared. We that call ourselves we in the hinterland, we are even more worse. Let me tell you. I'm telling you honestly, we are worse than even the people we call our coastal brothers. We are worse when it comes to clanism. We are worse. We are doing the same thing. You will see on your number saying he's making a point to saying something, or he will go to your state background. Nah, I beg, go talk in your state. Here no be Imo. Here no be Enugu. Go to your state. Very foolish, primitive-minded, backwards thinking human beings. You know, but when somebody say I'm not Igbo, I'm dead, and you start blaming him. Don't you see that it brings us backwards? I said from 1999 to 2003, I mean 2004. Sorry, 2005. Five Senate presidents. No more. Our people, they know how to do how to, from our own people. How when it's from an Anambra person, others will say no, they are not ready to succumb. That time they bring out Anya Haji Anyunshi. But when it comes to dragging with a foreigner, they mellow down. Just look at it. They cannot have a consensus and say, okay, no, let us play. We are civilized people. Let us support one person. Let him go. Don't worry. We are all Igbos. Disgrace we have in the midst of people, people more politics more than them. And also, when it comes to Igbo man versus Igbo man, he will bring out all his force. I used to give this example. Don't you see, good Lord Jonathan, how he cowered down for Buhari 2015 before election result was pronounced? He have congratulated Buhari. He said, no, fellow Nigerians, your lives does not merit my political ambition. So I congratulate Buhari. But let me shock you. If he is a fellow Igbo man there that wants to come up, instead I'll say, I can teach you everything. Only Igbo like me, I will seek power for him to be here. No, it cannot happen now. This is a very destructive life. Is a sign of primitive people because it is self-destruction. Primitivity is about destroying self. That is eating yourself into extinction. That is primitivity. Instead of promoting, progeny, promoting collective success, instead, don't use when is it in my word when they went for nomination in Abuja or something like that time, where it was said, he turned to Hausa. Do you know that all these eyes is what they are looking at? Why they are telling us that, look, if you people have Biafra, you people will kill on ourselves. But do you know, we will shock them. They are using, when you look at it in one way, you say they are right. But IPOB is a disciplined movement. All these things, all these difficulties we are facing, all these long difficulties we are facing is to train us, to make us know governance, self-control, focus for collectivity, so that when we get what we have, what we are looking for, we will know how to manage it. We will no longer manage it like Igbos in Nigeria or Biafrans in Nigeria. No. We will be disciplined. That is why Radio Biafra is here, in order to enlighten us, for us to have a dialogue, for us to have, a very synthetic argument, symbiotic argument, for us to learn from each other, so that we learn from our past mistakes, so that we don't make it again. That is the thing. Otherwise, it's not going to be easy. But we must continue. I think this is where I'm going to stop. I will go into just few minutes break, so that when I come back, I will open the lines so that people will start calling in. Please do not go away. I will be right back.
The Nigerian Army headquarters have begun a sensitization of mass enrollment of Igbo youths into the Nigerian Army, echoing the importance and motivating Igbo youths to join the Nigerian Army.
Please don't join the army that kills your youth.
They silence your voice and not the ones to kill your dreams. Biafrans rise up, and now they want to take your life. Biafrans rise up.
No to Nigerian army, no to Nigerian slavery.
Biafrans rise up.
Don't die for the people and country that hate you now.
Biafrans rise up.
Say no to oppression. Say no to depression.
Biafrans rise up.
Biafra lives in you. Say no to Nigerian army.
Biafrans rise up. Defend Biafra with your mind, not with their guns. Biafrans rise up.
Don't join your enemies to kill your brothers.
Please don't join the army that kills your youth.
Say no to Nigerian army recruitment. Say no to their lies.
For it is a ploy to reduce us in our numbers.
Please, brothers and sisters, their newest recruitment is a visit of the century.
Don't join Nigerian army because they are made up of terrorists.
They will definitely send you to a place where they will kill you.
The politicians and the governors all had interest in I had to remove Kana, Ginekana, could say.
Mu akan ƴan uwanmu indigenous ne, amma sai mun ɗauki fansa akan Fulani. Ku sani ƴaƴan Hausawa wanda kuke ƙasar Igbo, waɗanda suka biyo ni ta baya sun ce za su yi aiki a ƙasar Igbo. Sun ce za su yi aiki a ƙasar Igbo. Sun ce za su yi aiki a ƙasarsu. Sun ce mini, idan kuna tare da Fulani to ku kauce, ku raba zama da Fulani. Idan akwai ba Fulatani a gidanku ku kore shi. Idan ku a gidan Fulani kuke, ku fice ku je ku nemi haya a wani gurin. Idan kuna ciniki, saye da sayarwa, business ɗinku tare ake da Fulani, ku ware business ɗinku ku je ku yi abin ku kaɗai, domin za su yi aiki. So suke san waye ba Haushe, waye ba Fulatani. Ba Fulatani fa ba a gane shi a kamanni. Akwai Hausa da sun fi Fulani hasken fata. Ba wai duk mutum fari shine ba Fulatani ba, ba kuma duk mutum baki shine ba Haushe ba. Akwai Hausawa masu fararen fata. Akwai Fulani masu baƙaƙen fata. Ganduje ba Fulatani ne, ‘yan Rufa'i ba Fulatani ne, Atiku Abubakar ba Fulatani ne, Sula Lamido ba Fulatani ne, Kwankwaso ba Fulatani ne, Almustapha ba Fulatani ne. Waɗannan menene abun fari a jikinsu? Kun gani ko? To saboda kar ku ce ai za a gane mu Hausawa ne, a'a, ganewa ɗaya ku rabu da Fulani, ku raba tsaba da Fulani. In kuna tare da Fulani ku fice, ku je ku nemi wani gidan hayar. Idan kuna cinikayya da Fulani ku daina, ku cinikayyar ku da 'yan ƙasa da kuka zo. Kar ku manta Fulani suka kore ku daga ƙasar ku. Ƙasar ku ta gagara ku zauna, a kashe ku, a yanka ku, a ƙona ku, a ebi 'ya'yanku a zuba wa karnukan Fulani su ci. To yanzu 'yan Igbo sun biyo ni, wanda suka ce min na baya ba zan faɗa muku mai ifari da ni da su ba. sun ce min in ja muku kunne da babbar murya, in ja muku kunne da babbar murya, in ja hankalinku da babbar murya, ku kauce daga gurin Fulani, ku yi nesa da Fulani, ku yi nesa da Fulani, ku yi nesa da Fulani. Wannan saƙo ne aka bani. Kuma ina so in muku tuni, ku Hausawa wa ake azabtar da ku a ƙasarku? Iba ne ko Kiristoci ko Yarbawa ko 'yan Middle Belt, wa ake azabtar da ku? Ba ɗaya, ba Iba ba ne, ba Yarbawa ba ne, ba 'yan Middle Belt ba ne, ba Kiristoci ba ne. Fulani ne. Kun ji abin da suke muku, ku tsaya ku ji abin da suke muku a ƙasarku.
Wasu da lamarin ya faru a idanunsu da suka zanta da mu sun alakanta harin da kafa kungiyar 'yan sa kai a ƙauyen da kuma yaudarar su da wani Fulani ya yi musu.
A ranar da ma abin zai gudana ya faru, akwai ɗaya daga cikin Fulanin da sai da ya zo nan ya nuna mana da cewa za su yi baki saboda akwai biki wanda za a yi shi da su. To za su yi baki don Allah ko da sun shigo cikin garin mu yin wasu 'yan saye-saye, kada mu damu, kada kuma mu ce musu koyi. Karfe ɗaya na rana kawai sai kukan bindigogi mun ka fara ji. Sun fara hitowa daga gabacin daga wajen gidajen su sun ka taso muna.
Sai mun ka shiga hora mashin akalla zai kai 100. Sai mun karɓa ko da mun ka duba zama ga sunan kusun danno sai suka tsaya bakin gari sai aka tuno guda 3 da zuwa da kafin su sojoji duka da suka zo cikin garinmu babu abin da sun kai kaya. Abin da aka ware sun ɗauki mana wani mata suka ce sai an ba su miliyan 1,230. Aka ba su sai suka sake zuwa suka ɗauki wani yaro da sabon mashin suka ce sai an ba su miliyan 2. Mun ka ce mun gaji da haɗa musu kuɗi ba za a ba su wannan kuɗin ba. Ga shi gari sai suka dawo aka yi wuta da su suka koma. Don haka nan shi ne ba su sake da ba sai wannan zuwa da suka yi. A yanzu haka maganar muke da kai sun kashe babana, sun kashe yayan babana, sun kashe kawuna, sun kashe kanina. Ni kaɗai rage ce kanina biyu suna ba san mu suke ba.
Wa'annan Yarbawa ne suka yi mana haka? Ko Iba ne? Ko kuma 'yan Middle Belt ko kuma Kiristoci da ake tsorata mu da su? Ba Kiristoci ba ne, ba Iba ba ne, ba Yarbawa ba ne, ba 'yan tsakiyar Najeriya ba ne, Fulani ne. Don haka ba mu da mikiya mu Hausawa a duniya sai Fulani. Ga uwarku ku ji, kuma yarku ƙanwarku ku tsaya ku ji abin da take faɗa.
Ba haka suka koro mu daga mun sai hijaban mu, faranti ba mu dauko ba, taki, hatsi, abinci ba abin da muka dauko, muna biyan suna kashi, suna halbin yaya mu, gawa ba ta daukuwa, gagawar dangi mu muna kallo ba ta daukuwa, ga su da muna kallo yaya, ni kai na yaya biyu suka kashe mani, yaya biyu suka kashe mani, ina kallo yada daga nan aka je da motoci aka dauko gawa yake, ina kallo ina gudu na hawa wani layi ana ce mai gulbi, anan suka kashe mani yaya cikin daji. Mutanen na taimaka a yaƙe mu da su a an san makaman nan sun dame mu a dare na Allah, ga wulakanci su ne ma mata, ga kayan da muka baro an kwashe, taki, hatsi, yau haka muka dira birnin a cikin karamar hukuma na tawassara, haka muka dira abinda za mu ci, ga noma an gyara gonaki an kaibe, sun ce ba za mu yi noma ba sun kaibe, mun kaibe gonaki, maza mana nan na ta tabele cikin gari suna kuka suna karawa, ba su ci ba su sha, mu kama abincin an ba mu in mun tuna da wahala da muka baro gida, abincin bai hada mama.
Waye mana haka? Iba ne ko kwa Yarabawa ko kwa Kiristocin da ake tsorata mu da su, ko kwa 'yan Middle Belt da ake ce musu kafiran arewa? Ba su bane, Fulani ne suka yi mana haka. Don haka ba Yarabawa ne mikiyan Hausawa ba, ba Iba ne mikiyan Hausawa ba, ba 'yan Middle Belt ne mikiyan Hausawa ba, ba Kiristoci ne mikiyan Hausawa ba, mikiyan Hausawa su ne Fulani. Ga abin da ake wa iyayenku.
Yawa kuma suna ji ma kunnen, suna jin abin da ake wa mata. Mace yanzu ga wata nan tana kuka, ta ce an kama 'yar uwarta. Ƙato 7 sun kawa 'yar uwarta yaɗe, kuma sun kai bidiyotin.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Alu Province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Today is the 23rd day of April 2025. We have been discussing about the Fulani question, and our lines are now opened. Our WhatsApp and Signal line remains +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I repeat for the third time, +61 405 142 547. I have callers already on the line, but let me start by Mazi. Okay, you are welcome to the program. Mazi, can you hear me? There we go. Mazi, please hold on. Let me branch you more. I don't know.
I continue to appreciate you for the good work you did for your motherland, your strength. When you had the number, of course, we always say we don't have any back to go. That's why whatever that is going on, we must continue to do the needful. And I have to appreciate our beloved leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our members of the President, as well as our Lord Okuchukwu and Keys. I appreciate all of you. And the head of the director remains Mazi Chika Edoziem and all his lieutenants that are doing wonderfully well, men and women of all radicals all over the world. We must continue to appreciate all of you. Mazi, I just came in briefly to make some announcements about the event that are lined up here in Europe, and I will put some dates down here and some of the contact numbers. Mazi, remember on Tuesday night we were in Italy, Ferrara, hosted by Mazi KK Oda. The leadership were there. Our HO, Deputy HOD were there. Isaiah were there. Our European head were there, and all the coordinators, most of the coordinators from Europe here, and my chief needs were there too. Chibik, all of them, Collins. Now we are heading to Germany, Mazi. But before Germany, there is an announcement about the one that is coming up in Linz. Linz is Austria. That occasion is another big occasion, just like St. Patrick's Day. And we are hoping that by grace of Chukwuka, next year we are going to make it massive. And there will be jingles for all of them, especially that occasion that where our leader is being recognized and our European rep are being recognized, and Biafrans will go much past there. Hopefully, I will have to appreciate our brothers here in Europe. Those of them who can make it to Linz in Austria on the 1st of June, please endeavor to get your ticket or bus and let us grace the occasion and make it big. It's happening in Linz on the 1st of June, no, on the 1st of May. And after which we are going to Germany, 14th June. Please, everybody should take note, especially those of us here in Europe. You see what happened in Italy. Most of you that came, we appreciate of Indian America, and I hope that all of you will be in Germany on the 14th of June. Please continue to get your tickets. The city is Bremen. Bremen have airport. Hanover have airport. There are a lot of airports closed. Those of us in Europe here I'm talking to, please let us make it, let us come up alive again, seriously in Europe here, because we have that June 14th in Bremen, Germany. After that, we have Luton in UK, and on the 11th September, we are heading to Barcelona. That's why I'm saying all the dates is because it's a high season. We are entering here in Europe now. The ticket fares are going high, but the more you book your ticket, now these places I've mentioned, you might get it cheap. So that of Germany, the contact number, you can contact the national coordinator of Germany, Mazi Chinedu. If you are calling from Germany, you know how to put it, but if you are calling from outside Germany, put +49 15 2113 01292. This is for them. I have to repeat the number again. +49 1521 130 1292. And the coordinator of Bremen is Mazi Emeka. You can get Mazi Emeka on +49 15214 394 604. I will repeat again. +49 1521 4394 640. Mazi Emeka in Bremen, the host. Is either you get Mazi Collins or you get Mazi Emeka Bremen. That of Linz, the Austrian national coordinator is there. The PRO is there. Mazi is there too. So please, let our people in Europe here, we are pleading to all of us, let us come alive again. You people know that there was no 1 million march last year, there was none this year. But this year we have a lot of occasion. Let us see, if you did not come to Italy, we will see you in Germany, or we see you in Leeds, or we see you in Barcelona and Luton coming up the same July. So Mazi, these are the announcements I want to make now. Is there anything you have to tell me? Otherwise, this is for those of us in Europe here. But if you are living in another continent, you want to come, it's a summer, it's a holidays, you can bring you here and grace one of them and be with us. You are welcomed. Mazi, thank you.
There were no question. It's an information. There were Mazi.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp. Mazi Onyemuche.
Yeah, Mazi, good evening, sir.
There were Mazi.
Good evening, sir.
You don't
Can you hear me?
There were.
Okay.
One alone, no looking.
Good evening, Biafrans. Thank you so much for being there for us. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came in from Ghana. I really love you. Director of State, my greetings to you all and my regards to your integrity out there. Okay, sir, I just want to have a conversation for you to help me explain one or two things because I think, meanwhile, Uncle Obasi didn't come up today. What happened? I hope he's okay.
Who?
It's okay.
Who?
Our Mazi Obasi.
Okay.
The one you anchored the other time.
No,
okay.
We'll be coming from time to time.
Today.
No, we'll be coming from time to time.
Okay. It's all right. Okay, the last time he came up, there was this should I say, you brought it forward today also when you were making reference about how these people play their games politically, mostly the European countries against Africa, when they create kiosk and they will come in targeting our resources. So that made me to call in because the other last time, I was listening to you and that reminds me that those things they teach us in the secondary school and the primary school, that the basic needs of human, shelter, food, and clothes are not really the basic need of human needs. Because the other time too, I think it was you in this platform that made a reference about these useless animals from Britain, that they were living in the cave then. So cave wasn't a recent modified house. It's typically a forest, or should I say a place human being this period, except the Fulanis, that can live there. So why I'm bringing this reference is that I want to know, don't we believe that this curriculum of education of Europeans towards us to tell us that these three things are the basic needs of life is not true? Because this night you are talking about when they create kiosks, they will target our resources. I think our resources should be prioritized to the three things they call the basic needs of human wants in life, trying to give us that idea to elude us from giving attention to our resources and to manage our ecology and all that. So I want to know, is it really what it is that these three things they call shelter, food, and clothing are the three basic needs of human wants? Or is it our resources should be prioritized first? Because if you watch what they're doing to us, they have brought in hunger, they have messed up our land, it's no longer fertile, beget is there bringing GMO and all that. So I want to know, do we really believe that these are the three basic of human needs? Those things they teach us in the primary school, or this for us to protect our resources and play a politics that will help us understand that each time this kiosk comes up, that we should manage it rightly, not involving this idiot called Europeans. Sorry, my name is Ndana. I love calling them names when it pains me so much like this,
let me tell you something.
These guys are messing us up.
No, Mazi, let me tell you something, please. Here in public, calling a whole people idiots like that, it doesn't also make much sense, because
I'm sorry
the
about
hard
that.
boss,
Sorry about that.
it cannot change anything. What changes is action. Anyway, we can insult ourselves, no problem, because we are ourselves. We want to remove the stupidity out of ourselves. That's it. So, anyway, let me. You listen from the background so that I take another call. But I will say something on what you asked. Let me also say this, just like as you asked. It doesn't matter what we receive from them as education. Let me call it them. What matters is the reality we are facing and how mature are we in order to change the status quo. That is what matters. Whether they taught us the most important thing in life is this and that and this. Is it the reality? Is it real for us? Why should we, just depend on what they tell us? It doesn't make us mature human beings at all. That is a very basic, kindergartenish question. They taught us that Mongo Park discovered River Niger. Why are we changing the narrative? Because we are matured enough to understand that it is lie. So what is there is this, that whatever they teach us it doesn't matter. What matters is what makes our life better. And why we are still suffering is we are not in charge of our destiny. We are not in control of ourselves as our Africans in general. The Europeans have gone physically, they are in Europe, but they are from there, they are controlling us through the leadership, political leadership that they are in place. Through the political leadership that are in place, they are controlling us. That is it. So, in order to change our curriculum, educational curriculum, it is the people that will clamor for it, and that is why we are awakening the mindset of people, the general public. Genuine revolutions always start from the grassroots. That is it. When people start clamoring, many people or majority of the people understood something and start clamoring for something, you can never stop it. That is where information is very, very important. So that is why Radio Biafra is here, in order to educate, to enlighten us, for us to understand what is good for us, so that because our learning it is making us also making the thing to be implementable. Because without a majority clamoring or fighting for it, implementing it will be very, very, the percentage or the probability will be very, very low. Because when many people are sleeping, there is nothing, no person will rise up. If only one person among 1,000 people or 2 people only are awakened, it's of no use. But when out of 1,000, at least 50% or more than 50% gets awoken, they will influence others by far. It is the majority. That is the thing. So why you see that even our school curriculum have not changed, they continue, is because of the leadership that are there. They are not serving us because we are not the people that put them there. We are, because we are naive. The population is naive. Look at Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso, that has awakened to take his country back, to enlighten him. That's why he is always talking. Watch that young man. He is always speaking to the population because he is carrying them along, because only him cannot do it. He needs the masses in order the massive support of everybody to open their eyes. Look at what I'm doing. Oh, look at the way I want to go. Look at what is happening. He tells them the truth so that he will be accompanied by the people, by the masses. And once the masses accompany you, protected by the masses, there is nothing a foreigner can do. I am telling you. That is it. So, why are they trying to bring him down? All of a sudden, they now understand, we now know that Burkina Faso is a very, whether the second largest producer of gold, because of his policies. And it is irritating now, it is annoying to some Western countries, because they are seeing him as a threat that is trying to change the narrative that Africans, after all, Africans can work and make it, that Africans can be independent without depending on IMF loan, on World Bank, on handouts, that it is only organization and management. That is it. So they don't want him to give a good example that others will follow, because if they allow him to continue, the masses of other African, I'm not talking about politicians, the political class, because the political class in Africa, they don't want Africa to advance at all, because it is to their advantage. They want people to continue sleeping so that they continue looting. You, like in Nigeria, you continue handing everything into the hands of God. It makes them happy. That's why they prepare, they come to church, they go to mosque to lead the, you see them as people of God. All these politicians in mosque, they wear Babarika, immaculate, and come and pray. They pray 5 times, they pray, in Arabic, make you feel emotional that, oh, these people are prayerful. They are godly people. But they are looting you. Why they are doing this is for you to continue sleeping. So that they tell you that, look, whatever that is happening to you is God's will. You can't change God's will in your life. When people talk about God's will and the way God wants it, I laugh. You cannot change what God wants. It is God's time. Once you are saying God, then why are you praying? You are praying to change God's will, aren't you? Why don't you leave it? There is no need, because as long as God wants to will it like this, it's God's time that he will die. So why are you praying, struggling yourself, laboring yourself to pray, to do this, God to help you? Why? You should have left him, let the will do. After all, he have willed everything. So when you see all these things, you see that the political class in Africa in general and in Nigeria in particular, they don't want things to change. They like the status quo to be there. How will the Nigerian senators want their salaries reduced? People that are receiving almost 1 billion naira every year. Now you want them to come down so that they will be receiving salaries as teachers. No, they will fight it. They will say no. Instead, let everything be destroyed. That is what is going on. So implementation of things, what they taught us, it doesn't matter, because they want us down. They want to continue keeping us down. It is for us to rise up, and rising up is what we are doing. Thank you. Caller on signal, Mazi, I think you're here. Thank you for holding on. Mazi Fanny, can you hear me? Caller on signal. I
hope I'm coming up.
There, Mazi, please go on.
Yes, I'm Mazi. Good evening, sir.
There, Mazi.
My name is Mazi Fine. Calling from the location. It just pick one or two topic out of your today's program. I want to talk to World Igbo Congress. It's almost more than 10 years or 10 years. Our leader met them and they told them that they are coming. And now they are in our bushes. To the extent our brothers in diaspora paying ransom. Like one of our brothers that I saw on social media crying that one of his brother was kidnapped. They have to contact somebody that speak Fulani language before they can be able to reduce the amount. World Igbo Congress, I hope you people are hearing it. World Igbo Congress, I hope you people are seeing what is happening. And I hope you people have seen that a prophet that came to you people to tell you people to prepare to save after laughing at him, you went and sleep and enjoy yourself. You went and going club from one club to another, and
Mazi, your destiny is cutting. I don't know. Your voice is cutting. Please.
I'm talking to you people this night. That's why I just want to pick, so that people will know that we are recording everything. Everything that is happening in our land, we, IPOB, under the leadership, we are recording everything, because you people must face the judgment when the time comes. Whatever anybody did in this struggle, that you failed to help to save your people, because you are not on ground, because you are there, you have been nationalized to that country. Your children is there enjoying that good weather and everything in that country, and you want us to die. Had it been that our leader did not come out, or IPOB did not establish, or even a ESM did not exist, by now, World Igbo Congress, what are you people is going to do? What are you going to? That is what is going to be our fate. Where are we going to be? So that people will be checking it too, because we can never forget and we can never forgive.
Today your network is not steady, honestly.
It's not, yes, Mazi. Good night.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. I don't know. Mazi Obasi, not you, please hold on. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Please go on.
Yes, Mazi, I can hear you. Mazi.
Welcome to the program. Is it Mwada or
Mazi? It's Mwada.
Sorry. Go on, please.
Okay. Yeah, Mazi, I'm your diehard student. I always listen to your programs. They're very educative, and I have learned a lot from you. I mean, I've been listening to Radio Biafra since 2021, after these people adopted kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So I kind of started doing my research. I was like, who is this man? Because prior to this time, I wasn't listening. So I was like, who is this man called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? And why was he kidnapped from Kenya? The man was minding his business. Like every other person, you have freedom of movement and everything. So he traveled to mind his damn business, and someone, Nigerian government and their terrorists went there and kidnapped him. And they have the audacity to take this innocent man to the court. What is his crime? Nothing. He has committed no crime. So when I heard about this man, I started doing my research. Who's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? I started seeing everything he's doing, how he wants Igbo people to be together, how he wants to unite the entire country, how he has so much love for his people. And for the fact that he's in the DSS custody right now is because of the so much love, that much love that he has for you and me. Just for us to be free and not be subjected by all these people, not be so we stop being so these people stop taking advantage of us. Mazi, I was listening to what you said about Ibrahim Traore, of Burkina Faso. Yes, that man is working hard to change the narrative, to make a difference. But the Ibrahims in Nigeria are busy destroying, killing people. Like the clip you played about the woman, a household woman that was lamenting. Mazi, I understand Hausa language. So this woman was lamenting that Fulanese don't allow them to go to their farms anymore to cultivate. Even after, if they let them cultivate, they still go there and destroy their crops. They dig into the ground and pull out their crops and feed it to their animals. And we all know this is wickedness to the highest order. They destroy these people's crops, and people are dying every day because they are overthinking, because of everything that is happening to them. It's not fun anymore, man. This man was lamenting, telling people, why are they mad at Ndibo? Why are they always hating on us? We are not the problem they're having. We are not the cause of their problems. The cause of their problems are Fulanese that they allowed to come in their midst, to mix up with them, to mingle with them. This is the problem they're having. They said their women were being raped. It's the Fulanese. Their men are being raped. It's the Fulanese. They can no longer live in peace in their communities. It's the Fulanese. Okay, if the same thing that the Fulanese are doing in the east, in the Biafran land, they will not allow our people to go to the farm. They go, even when we manage to go to the farm and cultivate, they go there and destroy it. They do the same thing. They dig into the ground and feed it to their animals. And we are tired of tolerating these people. They have done this in the entire country. It means these people are not there for peace. They are there for pieces. And I don't understand why the entire country, everybody, every indigenous person of Nigeria, I do not understand why you don't want to stand up for once and cry out. Stand up for once and defend yourselves. Stop being victimized by a stranger who came from nowhere because he was empowered by Britain, by England, because they were empowered by these people, and they have they come in and kill our people without any repercussion. And we have governors, we have leaders, and they're not speaking up. They're all keeping mute because they have to go to the north and meet then down the boyfriends. They don't listen to the people. Democracy is supposed to be government for the people, for the people. But in Nigeria, democracy is not for anybody other than those leaders. They embezzle everything we have, all in their pocket. They have so many houses overseas. They own them. Nobody lives there. Empty houses overseas. Meanwhile, in Nigeria, people are having a hard time feeding, having a square meal. How fair is that? And the world is watching. The world leaders are all watching. I don't know why they're still watching. They're keeping mute. They're watching this whole thing like a wrestling match. They're happy. I don't know if they're happy about it. They are slaughtering children. They are killing women. They are raping everybody. And these people are still watching. Why are you still watching? Stand up and say something. Say something and stop keeping mute. Enough is enough. We have had enough from these people. End Nigeria today. End that damn country today. So we can have peace. So we can give our lives a meaning. We are tired of this nonsense. When is it going to end? It's never going to end. The only thing that ends it is Biafra. Give us Biafra. If you don't, we'll take it by force. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you very much. We must continue. They manipulated the indigenous people in Nigeria using Igbo hatred. They programmed everybody that Igbo is a problem. I said these people are very smart. What is happening today, it is something programmed right from beginning. That is why they first of all manipulated everybody, isolated the Igbos, said, these are Igbos, they are the problem. Watch them, kill them, do them anything, let us exploit them. No, they are the problem. Is it not Asari Dokubo they armed in order to represent their interests in our land? They give him crumb. It's how they do. They promote him, arm him, give him crumbs, say, oh yeah, be there for us. That is it. So that is how they act. It is for us to rise up and liberate ourselves, and that is what we are doing. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Mazi Madabuchi, welcome to the program.
Yes, my brother, thank you very much.
Ndewo Mazi.
Ndewo nwanne, ndewo ọrụ, ịnọ n'ezigbo ọrụ. Maka na when sometimes you say that ntewunka, and some people will not understand it, but what you know will start by either reading or hearing. And originally, things were passed on to us through oral tradition. But in this day and age, thank God for social media, thank God for radio waves, and that we have Radio Biafra. God bless everybody who operate or comment or contribute in any way, shape or form for Radio Biafra to be on the air, to educate both friends and foes. People are now knowing that the Igbos are not the problem of Nigeria. We have never been. Even the errant coup of 1966 was to better Nigeria and to put Obafemi Awolowo as the head of government to better Nigeria. It wasn't for Igbo gain. But that's by the way. You know, I want to touch, there's a con that is going on. The Fulanis are weeping and wailing, telling our people that, this Umar Umar Nnamdi of Jigawa is telling people, oh, we don't want people to defend themselves. It will lead to anarchy. I'm still asking anybody that says that to you. You have to ask that person. Is it not anarchy that Fulani is perpetrating in Nigeria today? So these people want you as indigenous person to fold your hand and your head will be chopped off, your body will be pieces, you will be kidnapped, you will be raped, you driven out of your indigenous homeland and towns and villages to avoid the chaos. What is that meaning? And I still ask Chinedu and his government, why are you letting this thing go on without official presidential fiat to do something that even what is his name, Akufo-Addo did in Ghana before he left office? Any cow that you see in your farm or in the town or in your city, kill and eat from the president. This will be the starting of the solving of the problem. And I want to say this thing because anybody in the East that feeds our land to Fulani, no, even to Fulani who they are, giving the land or who is buying the land, we say that you are not to be coexisted with through your antecedent. So we will reverse any deal, son of a devil made to give Fulani our land, because Fulani is cleaning us in our land now. While we are minding our business, while we want them to come and do business and go, they are cleaning us, they are kidnapping us, they are wrecking our land, they are defying our land. So that must know. And they are installing what do we call him? This Asari Dokubo. They are installing him as the head of Islam in the southeast and south part. We shoot them. It's to he have been doing that job. If you remember that Pastor Bosun Emmanuel said this, that he is a big plant and he's working very fine, and now he has matured. They want to have official foothold as the head of in the East. But the question is still, whatever they are planting what is their percentage, and why should we, the majority, allow this, condone this, and we cannot accept this. And as long as day breaks, and as long as dusk comes, that is the night falls and day breaks, that thing they are planning is not for the East, it's not for Biafra. And this, what do you call him? The priest in Benue, you know, Catholic priests, I've known them, I've had them in close quarters. I was the mass server. These people are well learned, well studied. They study more than 14 years before they become priests. But you see that this man is wrestling to answer simple questions because he didn't want to say the truth. He's dancing around because he don't want to be to step on the toes of the Fulani that planted him in Benue. This is what they do. They hold you out, and then you become a dullard while you are supposed to be a professor. And that's why we cannot trust on any religion or politician or a dogma or ideology other than our own ideology, being Biafra. Yes. You see, this man, Gaddafi, this Fulani minister of the terrorists, Sheikh Gumi, is still jumping around, saying all what not. Why are people leaving such a person going about while our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who haven't committed any crime known to law, both international and domestic, why our leader is still in prison? That is the Igbo hatred, that is the Igbo phobia and Biafra phobia we are talking about. And Mazi, there's something that is bugging me all along. All this week, I have been restless. That they want to see only international airport that is in the so-called southeast, because we know that you have one in Iguacha in the whole east, but it's not functional as full international. You have to enter it and then you stop over in Lagos or Abuja or Kano or God knows where before you continue your journey. But Gaddafi, our bishop, not Nandazi, Akanu again international Enugu. They want to mortgage it, they want to sell it out for 80 years. They want to rob us. These people are very shameless.
100 years, 80 years plus 20 years renewable.
The last 54 years, since the end of the genocidal war on Biafra. What have you done on the east to come and say, oh, let's mortgage it, let's sell it? This is thievery of the highest order, and we cannot condone it, we cannot accept it, we will reverse it immediately Biafra comes. And anyway, and another point I want to touch, my brother, you said it in your presentation. What is our ideology? And why do we need ideology? You need ideology to have focus. What binds you together? And that is Biafra for us. And you need ideology for cohesion and for consistency. And why is the job that is being done on Radio Biafra, why is it important? And why is the job that is being done on Biafra TV and any other genuine media, be it social or mainstream, that is propagating the gospel of Biafra, why is it important? It is to create collective and national memory and consciousness. You have to create a collective memory and consciousness so that your people will know what happened to you yesterday and day before in the 1960s, 1970, and even before and thereafter, since 1970 to date, we know how many pogroms that have happened to our people. That is, we must eke it in our consciousness and have what we call righteous indignation. This, and that has happened to us, and we don't belong to any people have done and is doing this to us. And we want self-determination. We want a United Nation organized and managed referendum. Take the result of that. And so my people, please support our leadership, the Directors of State, support the Eastern Security Network, join IPOB. Let's
thank you.
Join hands and restore Biafra. God bless Biafra.
Thank you very much. Mazi Obasi, can you hear me? Thank you for holding on and waiting patiently.
Yes, Mazi Jonathan, I can hear you loud and clear. I hope I'm coming out.
You are coming out clear.
Mazi Jonathan, one of the things I love about Radio Biafra is that we don't pamper ourselves. We tell ourselves the truth, however bitter it is, because this is what we have been lacking for many years. We have propped ourselves up, we have pampered ourselves, we have praised ourselves as the smartest people, the greatest people, and we are sleeping. We allow our past glories, if any, to make us weaker than the people we consider to be fools. And it is sad, but thank Chukwuka Abiyama for the coming of IPOB and for Radio Biafra and for the teachings that keep reminding us that we are not there yet. The teachings that keep telling us the truth right in front of us, even though it's bitter. The things that we expect others to use to probably mock us, we use that to remind ourselves that these were our mistakes and we need to correct them. And correct them we shall. Sometimes when we speak, as Biafran generally and people on Radio Biafra and in our meetings, in different gatherings, people think we are against Christianity as a religion. It is not the case that we are simply against Christianity for Christianity's sake. No. We are simply against every belief system or organization that incubates or midwives any kind of belief system that has proved or that is proven, to be an impediment to our own collective security, preservation, or progress as a people. And if Christianity or all these our Barofu traditionalists, all these adulterated traditionalists becomes that body or that institution or that organization that incubates this evil of a belief system, we shall speak against them. It doesn't matter under which organization they find themselves. If any teachings, any belief system is there to weaken us, to threaten our own preservation, our own progress, we will be against them. And if it happens to be in Christianity, we will fight it. If it happens to be in Hinduism, we will fight it. Even if it happens to be in, like I said, the adulterated traditionalism that we see in some corners these days, we will fight it. Because that is what IPOB is here to do. I want to speak quickly to my brothers and sisters in, I believe it's Gombe, right? Or is it Yobe? Where the
Gombe. It's in Gombe.
Gombe. Okay, never mind. My brothers and sisters in Gombe, I watched that video and I could not breathe for a moment. How brazen, the audacity to know that he or she can do that and nothing will happen. And like you said when you were speaking earlier on, There is no harm, there is no shame in learning from your enemies. No. If it works, learn it, do it. I said it the other day in our program that if the Fulanis are attacking you at night, and that is what helped them reduce your population and is helping them succeed to take over your community, your land, and occupying them and changing the name, if you don't find a better tactics, use the same thing. Stop calling them cowards that they do, that they come at night. Use the same system, use the same tactic. Everybody bleeds red.
Mazi, anybody that is calling them cowards, here people come in the night. So in one thing, if they are coming, they will knock gong and say, "Oh, we are coming, wait for us." Mazi, use your tactics and do your own thing. That is it. As it
exactly
as far as it works for you, that is it. They call it guerrilla system. That is it. It's a war tactics. Mazi, go on, please, go on.
So use that tactic, and I'm talking, like I said, for my brothers in Gombe. You just had a procession that happens once in a blue moon, and these people have the heart to drive a truck through that crowd. This is not, remember, this kind of procession does not happen all the time. Maybe once or twice in a year, or even rarely. And yet, they took that singular opportunity to reduce your number. Even if
Mazi, do you know that they didn't buy the driver? As you're talking, I come up, I was watching another part of the video where the youths were afraid to even touch him. They were, before the police came. This religion, they disarmed us with the religion, honestly. They made us to be gone.
When we speak against some of this thing, people think that we are just for no reason against Christianity. But if you have within your own instruction, within your own scriptures, places that says vengeance are mine, says the Lord, what do you expect the person to do? If you have portions of the scriptures that tells you if they slap you in one cheek, turn the other, what do you expect the people to do? And if we speak against those people, it is not because we hate the organization, we hate what it stands for. We hate what it preaches because it is wrong. It makes you weak. He said you should pay no man with evil, recompense to no man evil for evil. And who said you shouldn't do that? So if I know of any system, even if that system was originated by my own father, I will stand against it because it is not going to help preserve my generation. So if you are going to be a Christian and not be affected by these teachings, miraculously somewhere, somehow, then please go ahead. But if you are going to be affected by some of these teachings that weakens you, that makes people to come kill your wife and children and go away, and you keep saying forgive them. They even say you should feed your enemy. Romans chapter 12 verse 20, he said, therefore if thy enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. For in so doing thou shalt heap coal of fire on his head when he is busy killing you and taking your properties, taking your belongings, raping your wife and children. So this procession happens once in a while, but this set of people block every major road in all part of the northern part of Nigeria, including the Middle Belt. Every single Friday they block every major road. Even when the mosque itself is empty, they still block major road. And for all this while, it has never occurred to you, if you are one of the people whose wife or children were killed by these murderers, whose parents were killed by these murderers, whose community were wiped out by these murderers, and he happened to be one of the survivors. The pain has not been enough for you or for some of you who are survivors to come together and said, even if this is going to be the next act, the last act I am going to perform in revenge for my family members that were gruesomely murdered in my presence, for my family members that were burnt in our houses, for my family members that were gunned down without the intervention of the army or the police, for my family members that were killed in the church. That pain has not been enough for you to come and say, you know what, if this is going to be the last act I perform to revenge these my loved ones, to also find a truck and ramp into these people whilst they block the road every Friday, organize some coordinated attack of such nature in 10-20 mosques one Friday. It has never crossed your mind. Then what have you been thinking? These people took an opportunity of something that happens once in a while to unleash such a mayhem. I saw people even running to join them, while they were singing and praising. Imagine someone who just ran to join them in the next second becomes a victim. You come and tell me that such kind of truck that was driven into such a crowd from behind, that only 5 people died. How about that? If you have been a survivor of some of this attack, your family have been victims of some of this attack, and it has not crossed your mind to revenge, then you're supposed to have died along those your relatives. You deserve not to be alive. You are a disgrace to those who survived such an experience.